Is anybody watching this video?
Nope.
Anybody else that has a mic that's talking, or are you watching this video?
Back live here at the Talladega Super Speedway. Ken Jones, Tim Bennett, and Dick Cross getting ready to rock and roll.
What does that mean?
18 laps at this very fast 33-degree bank track.
Or is it still running?
What do you guys think is we're going to expect to see here as the track cars get ready to head to the grid? Wow, we've been around seeing lots of action here with the open wheel competitors, and it'll be a great show here to be held. This stock car competition. I've seen numerous events here at Talladega on TV, which starting to turn into an air show, and we're hoping that we don't see that here today. The green flag appears to be out.
No.
Green flag, we're racing at Talladega. 18 laps of competition is underway.
All right, behind you.
88 is your leader. They're already getting 3 wide behind.
One inside.
My word, this is a recipe for disaster here, undoubtedly. As we're seeing these competitors pushing themselves to the limits before we even get the engines warmed up or the tires warmed up even.
Car underneath.
Oh, Dick, that's here something we see these guys doing a lot here. I mean, it don't take these guys long to fan out 3 wide. Sometimes these guys don't make crowds to start finish line before we see them wad them up. Fortunately, at least they on the back straightaway here. This looks like we're still in a green flag situation. But here comes another corner.
Clutch it. You need to clutch it a little bit. I'm already clutching it.
Will they make it around a lap? 88 is the leader, 21 in second, 5 car in third, 16 moving into fourth. That's our in-race reporter.
YouTube video.
Looks like we might make it around here a lap.
Just commentating for fun.
16 cars in tight draft, and we are around here 1 lap in the books. I would look at what is that there? The 16 car looks like, oh my goodness, trouble, the contact, we have simultaneous crashing going on. Oh my goodness, looks like all hell is breaking loose here at Talladega as all the leaders are piling into a massive incident.
Really? Everybody piled up?
Well, what in the world happened right there? I mean, I saw it looks like the 16 got jacked up. Right now we're looking at the replay of this here. Looks like he gets touched by the 14, he goes hard into the wall.
The big one.
Up front there you see the 55 piling in, and looks like, I don't know who the hell that was, maybe 33 piling in. But up front there, it looked like the 88 and the 5 got together, and they all started wrecking too.
Yeah, that was the big one.
Looks like we had synchronized crashing here today at Talladega. Our first yellow flag of the day.
I feel like I'm just like watching NASCAR and this guy's talking.
What do you want to do?
Looks like we're seeing
lagging again back there.
some of the cars are stopping on the race
the
course
cars
here. This is
stop.
very unusual. I'm not sure what exactly is the situation causing this.
I have no front end thanks to whoever hit me on that.
There would Dick there. That there would be that famous NASCAR 14 lag, where sometimes the cars just all stop and only 2 guys get going. Let's hope that we don't see too much of that. I must say, I've covered the racing in several different venues of motorsports, and when we've covered the races in the Forza and the Forza in the grid events, we've not actually seen a problem like this here, where we've seen cars just not moving. Usually we see it, well, maybe a car would be ghosted, but we've never seen quite the disruption in the competition as we're seeing here.
We're all stopped.
Disruptions are frequent in competition as yellow flags and lag plague the race. Meanwhile, it looks like we're going back green. Green flag is out, and we're racing with 4 cars here up at the lead.
Car 1 back.
I'll tell you what, this here's kind of creating a situation where we're probably not going to see a crash for at least maybe about a lap or 2 because everybody's too spaced out.
Step it up.
Clear. Get in here. I want to get with that 14 car.
No behind you.
I do not want the 5 behind me.
Down back straightaway they go 4 cars with a single file draft up front. Now they're starting to fan out here 2 abreast going through turn 3.
Clear right side.
Well, there's that 5 car here. He's been somebody that these guys really don't want near him. Seems like bad things tend to happen when he's in the neighborhood. Call this dude Angela Lansbury. Wherever he's at, something real dark and terrible seems to happen. It's like so far so good. These cats is holding on though.
I get the joke.
Looks like we had another lap in the books.
Running great, buddy.
And we have a 4-car lead draft up front.
Coming on the high side.
Looks like the second group is trying to get some type of link going here so they can draft their way up here. Only 2 calls, so it might be quite a difficult course, unless there's another incident which happens. There were incidents happen here fast and furiously. It's amazing we've been around here this many consecutive laps without there being a crash. We're due for a wreck, because this here's kind of like playing Russian roulette. If you got 6 bullets loaded in there, it's only a matter of time before you pull the trigger and you hit one. Undamaged Era continues to lead. And now we have a 3-car draft as that 5-car has fallen off the pace of that top group. Now it looks like we have a 2-car lead draft as they're slowly breaking down. Yeah, this guy's getting all separated here. Maybe the second group here that's trying to get something going with our in-car here and our in-race reporter. We'll see if they can kind of draft their way up here because they're making up a lot of ground here on the 4th place car. And you gotta imagine it's gonna be hard for these leaders to stay tandemed up here.
Car in line with you.
We just did a couple bumps and pulled away from F14.
Looks like the drivers are starting to settle into a rhythm here now, as we are in a little bit of a green flag phase of this race.
Car right behind you.
As I tell you, it's quite remarkable when you're able to get around here and actually be able to pay attention to the racing action when they are not constantly colliding and having all sorts of tremendous incidents occurring. Gives you a great appreciation for this different venue of racing, that one that I'm certainly not the most familiar with, but certainly I'd like to become more familiar with. It seems to be like there's a great number of excitement and close competition. Well, man, you think this here is close? Just wait till they throw that caution here. Coming down to about the green white checker. You know, regardless of what we're seeing right now, the attention is going to pick up. It looks like here we got the second caution coming out right now. Looks like we had a little bit of a jinx right there, as now we have a caution flag coming out. For whatever reason there is, whenever you mention there is not a caution, there is a caution. Let's go to the replay and see what happened here. Looks like we're riding along with him at 48, and he just goes hard into the wall there, just bending the safer barrier. Well, thank goodness the 55 just barely skirted through there. Look at that. You see right there, there's the outhouse, and there's a 48 right next to it. That's kind of a symbolic picture right there, because that 48 is certainly in the outhouse right now.
Yeah, 48's a piece of...
Only our second caution flag of the day. Let's see if we have any take or shoot or hit road.
I thought that was our 3rd.
Looks like nobody's coming in here, so it's going to be a quickie caution. 88 is the leader, 21 in second, 14 in third, 5 in fourth, and 42 in fifth.
42, got your line. Alright. Rock and roll.
Getting ready to go back green here.
Get ready.
Green flag's back out racing.
Make it easy for us today. Gotta go get it.
Boy, Dick, I tell you what here, pay real close attention to the racing we're seeing right now here, because you were talking about close competition. You ain't seen nothing yet, because these guys are getting ready to be real close and personal with each other. Look at this right here, in the back of the pack here.
Watch your rear.
Oh, exciting action. There's the 5 getting jacked up, and now you see another major incident occurring. They're all wrecking behind, and this is going to be our 3rd caution flag of the day.
That 5-car spun you. Yeah, I apologize for my part of that. You spun right across my nose.
But I'll tell you what, yellows breed yellows here. And we were seeing some yellow breeding again. Let's go to the replay here. So that 5-car, he seemed to have a problem every race here, and he collects the 14 to 21. There's 55 piling in hard. 16's down there, our in-race reporter. Well, we're going to have to get a word with him to see what happened. 3rd yellow flag of the day.
Do you want my opinion up there?
Tim, why don't you go down and get a word from our in-race reporter right now?
I went through him. I went through the number 21 car.
16, this here's a TB. You got a copy, buddy?
A copy.
What in the world just happened, man?
Well, the 5-car decided to be a big dumb monkey, so he tried to force his way through.
I barely touched nobody.
There was a 14, a 21, and a 16 there, and he decided like they were ghosts.
Oh, shut up, just shut up. I didn't do nothing, you motherfucker, so go fuck yourself.
Let's get back to the front, 21.
Hey, don't be...
We apologize for the language that you were hearing there, as tempers seem to be flaring here in the closing stages of this race.
Hey, think
apologizing? Nah.
That's what I heard earlier about how these guys, the intensity level certainly seems to ratchet it up, and we have just barely passed the halfway point. It seems as though already the intensity level has been ratcheted up quite dramatically.
Down 42, I'm coming down below you, buddy.
Now the green flag is back out. Looks like attrition's taking its toll.
I have to yield for any cars that are about to pass me for 6 seconds. Because I passed that 42 on the
88 car is the leader.
I have to serve a drive through within 3 laps. If I don't, I'm disqualified. I'm gonna wreck somebody with
We've got a single file train going down the back straightaway here right now. These remaining 6 cars.
Here, Mr. 5.
Well, that 5 here, he's peeking to the outside. Now he's going down low. Here's somebody crossed up on the apron. Here's a 55. Very exciting action going on here.
Right there if you want to drive.
And now we have a lead change. Here's a 5 car taking over the top spot.
Seven to go.
7 laps to go here at Talladega. Oh my word, I was just about to ask if we were going to see these guys making around here another lap without there being an incident. And then we see the 48 getting up into the wall. He's collected.
Keep going. Nice and patient.
Oh, here's another collision going on the back straightaway. Some car spinning around. That's the 88.
Or are you blind?
And that's going to bring our 4th caution flag of the day.
It's the 3rd time it's your
Well, I tell you what, man, this 5, he kind of needs to change his number to maybe the 2 or the 18 because he's certainly not making a lot of friends out there today. The replay here looks like that was pretty deliberate right there. Just came from clear across the track here to turn right into the 88.
And he's just going.
Is that a bubble?
Then heavy impact with the wall.
That was the tightest bubble I've ever seen in my life.
Some bubble came off my right rear and just.
This is the 4th caution flag of the race. We ran several laps early in the race without seeing a caution, and it looks like since we've gotten past about maybe the 9 lap mark, we've seen caution after caution.
I'm always up in the back because of that stupid 5 car wrecking somebody and I get caught up in it.
And it looks like we have takers to pit road here. I believe maybe that's going to be the 88 coming in.
So 88, I'm just going to fly right through here, right behind you there, buddy boy. Hey, 5,
Yep.
guess what?
Certainly not a fan of track position.
Can you please shut up, Mr. Announcer, real quick? Thank you. Number 5, what do you get when you take a Ford plus a Chevy?
What is it, my nigga?
A Ram, cause I'm about to ram this car right up your butt.
Okay, I like to see you try.
Boy, be quiet.
Not exactly sure what we're listening to right here, but
I'm just saying.
hopefully whatever it is, it sorts itself out.
Yeah, well,
Well, I tell you what, man, it seems like once again these crush panels are getting knocked down in some of these guys' cars, so they think they're up here on the stage here, maybe on Comedy Central's event or something, doing comedy or something.
Okay, here we go.
well, 5, there's just one thing.
Guys trying real hard to be funny here, because I guess they're seeing that right now their career in race car driving ain't going nowhere, so maybe they need to get a different source of income to make something happen.
No, 5.
Here ready to come down for another restart. Green flag.
Car outside.
Somebody needs to get
Let's
away
see
from the
what's
5
happened
car.
here. This is the 5 car getting real crossed up here, as you would say.
No.
For 3 wide, 21, I'm down low, 21, I'm down low.
Car outside, Jim.
That's 40, whoa, okay.
Or look at those guys here, 3 wide. Now they think about making it 4 wide, maybe.
One's out. Going to caution.
Fucking beating my car to shit.
5th caution flag of the day.
Shouldn't happen.
Whoa, that's a lot of caution.
Wow, well, this racing has been quite
Well,
exceptional
stop
here.
causing them, little boy.
I cannot wait to see what's going to happen in this replay here.
For me.
For the first
Or
time
look
ever,
right there, we had simultaneous
ever.
wrecking there, heavy impact there with a 14. This here looks like our second big one of the
Give
race.
Hallelujah for number 5, not causing a caution for 1 out of 5 of them.
Hell and motherfucking Luya.
Our 5th yellow flag
And it wasn't
of the
me.
day here at Talladega.
I got wrecked. And it wasn't me.
So he just pretty much picks and chooses who he wants to kill. Okay.
Yeah, he,
The road's now open. What do you want to do?
This is advanced warfare, boy. I want to play, but you on the Black Ops level, boy.
Looks like this. You heard earlier about the cauldron that's starting to bubble up with these competitors, and it seems like that cauldron Somebody's placed the lid on top of it, and it is certainly about to boil over as these drivers seem like they're really at wit's end with one another.
Is it funny how he sounds like Bubba?
Yeah, I mean, these guys here, after the end of this race, we might see a fist fight. That's certainly a possibility. That's a possibility almost every NASCAR race here you run on the line. These guys really don't like each other. That's why going to victory lane is so much more satisfying when you can rub it in somebody's face and say that you're number one for that day.
Way to take first.
We'll be number one today as the green flag is out. We're racing.
The pace car actually should win this race, not us. He's been out in front more than we have.
Inside.
Qualify, going on.
Tense action continuing. Yeah, they're getting ready to go 3 wide again for the lead. Here's the 88 charging his way up to the front.
Far inside.
I can't, but I'm kind of
88 taking back the top spot.
Far inside at your
Look at this frantic scramble cluster of cars. We have a car spinning down low.
No. Oh, God.
Oh, the 14 here been jacked up.
Trying to close down on your 16, it just happened.
It looks like this is going to set us up for our first attempt at a green-white checkered.
Oops, I wasn't.
I went out.
I got hit and I just had nowhere to go and I couldn't.
I had to give up my position.
Turn me straight to 14.
Tim, how exactly is it that you're able to compete or have you ever been able to compete in
Who is he talking
such wild racing action? I do not understand it. These guys seem to have no regard for themselves or really any type of spirit of competition as they're just driving it into the corner here, pretty much assuming that there's no way that the car is going to stick, but they make it happen.
You want to pit, buddy?
Well, I'll tell you what here, that there, right there, is knowing that checker flag is getting ready to be inside, and you trying to position yourself for that final attempt at green white checkered. So ain't no shame in driving in there 5 and 6 wide as long as it'll stick. Hell, what's that old saying about 4 tires stick or excuse me, 8 tires work better than 4? Well, how many tires do you think are going to work better? 4 or 32? You get them all lined up there and you that car on the inside, hell, you got a pretty big buffer keeping yourself out of the wall, but everybody else will be on them.
Hey, 2 to go, buddy.
Who the hell is dying?
Cars going through cars here for the restart. Once again, this is XLRN's live coverage of Talladega Super Speedway Racing. Ken Jones, Tim Bandit, Dick Cross alongside the booth here bringing you this exciting action. Hopefully an exciting finish as the green flag's back out and racing.
How come everybody in front of me copies my move?
Oh no.
Cut down.
Yeah, I just want to get behind and not hit you. Go 14.
Boy, man, look at this racing going on up front here. They're 3 wide behind. Now they're getting ready to be 3 wide up front. You know this is going to be a caution.
Each other.
88 up high, 42 in the middle. There's a 5. Now they're 4 wide. They're still jacked up crossways.
Closing on the bottom.
Boy, how did we not have a big crash right there? I do not know. That was a miracle. But we might have a crash on the back straightaway. Here's this 16 getting jacked up. 48's going to get in him. Here's a 42 pile in. Second attempt at a green-white checkered.
Karma sucks, doesn't it? 48.
As we hear tempers boiling over again. Let's see what happened this time.
I either get taken out by a little kid or somebody that thinks he's better than everybody.
Well, that 48, there was like certainly the pinball there. Looks like he hit everything but the pace car, but that's probably because the pace car went on the back straightaway. If that wreck happened on the front stretch, he probably would have slid across the pits and hit him. Big trouble here for the 48 in the closing stages of this race.
Well, this NASCAR guy is actually pretty cool.
I tell you, the amount of contact that you see in these cars, I'm certainly not typical to seeing that because in open wheel racing, we usually do not see such incidents occur because if you touch wheels or get in the vicinity of the driver of this racing against, you set yourself up for quite a disastrous occurrence. But it looks like here, these drivers are not very fazed by the fact that they're driving around here well over 200 miles an hour.
Nobody could peel me off of him.
Tell you what, man, that's what happened like a full roll cage will provide you. I mean, these races here turn into air shows too. But I mean, these guys here, they got that roll cage, so they're throwing all the caution to the wind.
If you don't touch me, we're good.
Not really a pun intended. This race has also not been a pun intended, but we're getting ready to go back green to decide who's going to win it. Green flag's out racing.
At the 5, I'm going to win it, because the 5 sucks.
Inside.
48 back off, 48 back off, 48 back.
Boy, look at this 42 trying to force his way down here. Well, that ain't going to work. Now he's getting jacked up crossways. Now he's spinning. And that's going to bring out a third and final attempt at green-white checkered.
That's my bad, 14.
Hold it. Shit.
Third and final green-white checkered attempt.
Put me 4th or 5th. That would get me right there by the 5. That way.
Let's look at the replay here as we discuss the strategies that are going to be unfolding here for this final restart.
Temper's going flare.
I'll tell you what, the first strategy here is we're looking at the replay. The 42 is trying to force something to go down there. And that didn't work. But anyway, as we was talking before here about the strategies here, you certainly do not want to go into the pits. That's strategy number 1 to win in this race here. Strategy number 2 is make sure you don't get caught up in the big one here that we know is going to happen here. But that's a little bit of luck, a little bit of roll of the dice here, because you don't know where exactly the 5 car is going to crash the entire field. It might happen going into turn 1. It might happen on the back straightaway. Hell, it might be happen coming to the line.
Say that.
But you know what's going to happen, and the goal is to be able to avoid that. And if you're able to do that, chances are you're going to have a pretty decent finish. We're hoping that lag does not plague the end of this race, and we're able to see all 8 cars able to come across the line to start the race. 88 is the leader. He's been really strong here, as it looks like we have some of these cars kind of lagging up here. That's not what we wanted to see.
Now we're all gonna suck.
Alright, Dick, you want to reach up there and pull them belts out, as some cats would say, but I'm going to say here, get your pacemaker out and your inhaler, because you're about to lose all your breath here as these guys going back green.
Come on, let's do this now. It's time to go to work.
Green flag.
55, I'm above you, buddy.
This is the final restart.
48.
We're at some contact here. Here's a 48 getting jacked up a little bit here by the 21.
55, can you go down just a little bit, buddy?
On your bumper. Alright, you got him. You got him.
8 cars in a single file draft going down the back straight. 1 car going down to the apron. That's the 55. He's trying to get something going here. Look at this 3-4 car tandem here. These guys shoving everybody. They ain't nowhere to go. Well, we hope that they will be able to make it around here without there being some type of major catastrophe occurring here. It seems like these cars are getting very close. Oh my goodness, who's this 1 car going down on the apron?
44 too.
That's the 5 car powering to the lead. No, he's getting spun up front. The leader gets turned.
Your next victim.
They race back to the line, and 21 is the leader. And we see the white flag come out. 1 more to go here at Talladega. 5 cars remain battling for the lead. Here's the 21 getting crossed up. 14's got to run. He's got help from the 88 on the outside. Now the 88's going to go down low and help this 21. No, he's going to help himself to the lead.
Like we said today.
55, man, what is you doing? You was not the leader.
Attrition taking his toll as the 88 goes to the lead. He's got the 48 behind him. And no, the 42's behind him, giving him a whale of a shove. I think these cars here is trying to make sure that they're the cars that decide who's going to win this race here. Trying to get a little bit of separation. Here's the 48, though. He got something else to say about it.
Me like it was the end of the race, and now I'm always.
Here comes the 42 down low. Little contact there. We might see these guys wrecking. More contact. Here comes the 88 around. He's wrecking. They're a big wreck up front. Big wreck. Major wreck coming off the line. 48's going to win. Incredible finish.
That was cool.
Incredible action here at Talladega as the leaders all wreck.
Freaking 55, man. You acting like you the freaking leader, man.
Boy, man, we're hearing tempers flaring at the end of that race there, but they've been flaring the entire race. Let's look at the results here.
Bull crap. He acting like he the freaking leader when he like freaking 3 seconds back.
48 going to victory lane.
We would have been up into the front trying to win.
T-Panda.
You little cockeyed punk.
Stop hating coming home in the 2nd position to 42. 21 undamaged era. 14 coming home in 4th with the pack. And it's Bravado in the 88 coming home in 5th. Dick, this is your first stock car race. What are your impressions? My word, I can't wait to come back here again. This has been a very exciting event here, and I'd like to see some more of it.
Straight up bull crap on that.
For XLRN's entire broadcast crew, I am Ken Jones. Click that subscribe button, and also feel free to pick who's who here in our trivia questions that you're seeing right now.